welcome to the second episode of Pear's Pantry. As Midsummer is on the way, I thought I would show you one of my own favorite recipes to have from back home. Kanelbullar, also known as cinnamon rolls. Alright, so for your ingredients today, you're going to need 1 packet of dry active yeast, 1 1/4 cup of whole milk, 1 tablespoon of cardamom, a 1/2 cup of caster sugar, 4 cups of bread flour, plus a little more for while you're kneading, 2/3 cup of cold butter sliced into thin pieces, and some pearl sugar. Pearl sugar is very common in Sweden. It's a little harder to find in the United States, so you can either just use normal cane sugar, you can use sprinkle sugar, that's what we used for one of the recipes we've used before, or you can use pearl sugar. So, for step 1, you're going to want to activate your yeast by mixing it with lukewarm water. Now, that is not hot, that is not cold, that is lukewarm. You mix in your dry yeast and a tablespoon of sugar. Let it sit for a few minutes until it starts to foam up. If nothing's happening, it means it's not activating. I'm going to switch out this little bowl for a bigger bowl. Here we go. We're going to combine our activated yeast mixture, some milk, cardamom, caster sugar, and some salt. Just a pinch. Alright, now we're going to add our 4 cups of bread flour to the liquid mixture. About 578 grams is what we weighed ours out to, just in case you want to get the exact weight. Might be a little more, might be a little less. Use a wooden spoon or a mixer with a hook attachment and make sure everything's fully incorporated. And you're going to want to have a nice, tacky, still a little sticky mixture. Then we'll take a towel, put it over the bowl, and let it rest for about 15 to 30 minutes. During this time, it's not going to be rising at all. You're just letting it set for a bit. Okie dokie. You're going to take your dough and place it on a floured surface and begin to knead it. At this point, my girlfriend Libby comes in and is going to take on over because she's got the kneading skills of a champion and I have soft, dainty hands. You're going to knead it until it starts to become smooth. During this time, you might have to add a little more flour into it until it's the consistency that you want it to be. This should only take a couple of minutes at most. After that, once it starts to get smooth, this is when you're going to start adding the butter in. And you're going to knead that butter in until it's fully incorporated, until you get a nice, elastic, and smooth dough. You'll form this into a tight ball. Place it back into the bowl and let it rest with a damp towel over it for 2 hours. Now, while we wait, we can also prepare the filling by combining all your filling ingredients into a small bowl. Now make sure your butter is soft at this point. If it's hard, you're not going to be able to spread it easily later on. Now, you're going to want to turn your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius. Let's check on our dough. It is definitely doubled in size. We're going to place it on a floured surface again. We're going to use a rolling pin and form a rectangle that's about 12 inches by 18 inches in size. So big old rectangle. Then you'll take your recently created filling and spread it evenly all over the dough. Make sure you go all the way to the edges. You want full coverage on this thing. Once that's finally spread out, you're going to fold the dough into thirds, like so. You're going to roll it out until it's roughly the original size that it was. Don't roll it too thin. If you start seeing the filling on the inside, you've rolled a little too far. Now, using a knife or a pastry cutter or even a pizza roller, cut long strips from the dough, about 3/4 of an inch wide. Roll the dough into a knot shape. Just roll it up like you're rolling a thing of yarn. And then you're going to place them onto a parchment-lined baking sheet. You're gonna take a pastry brush, or you can use your fingers like I have, and egg wash the tops of each bun. That'll give it a nice golden crispy texture at the end of the cooking process. Then sprinkle with a little bit of your pearl sugar or normal sugar, and then place into the middle rack of your oven and you're gonna cook for about 10 to 20 minutes. It took us about 15, 16 minutes personally, but keep an eye on it and wait until it's golden brown all around and it'll be perfect. It smells good. And take them out. They're looking pretty good. I think I am pretty satisfied. Look, they're nice and golden brown on the outside, nice and crispy. Let them cool for about 10-15 minutes and enjoy. Thank you for watching another installment of Pear's Pantry. Special thanks to Libby once again for doing wonderful kneading. And I hope you all check in next time. Thank you very much.